Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the time we have together on Books and Hooks. I wanted to show you something that I am into, some handicrafts. I'm going to show you some things that I'm into, but also some other of my family members who are super talented. One thing that I feel really connected to the Amish about is quilts. When I was a little girl, we used to tie quilts all the time. My son got married this week, and so I wanted to put together a t-shirt quilt for him. So this includes t-shirts from my son and also from his fiance/wife, and they both played soccer. So I wanted to make a quilt that would incorporate lots of t-shirts that would be a real keepsake for him. If you want to know how to make a t-shirt quilt, in the comments I've attached a link to instructions. So I like to sew. I'm not great at it, but like I said, I like to make quilts every once in a while. But my sister, she is a master, and she makes a quilt for every niece and nephew for when they get married. So this is the quilt that she made for my son, who just got married this week. It's the sky and the ocean below, and it's just strips of material, but just an ombre pattern from dark to light. And she does an amazing job. And you're going to meet her a little bit later in this video. But I wanted to show you how beautiful it is. And this is the kind of thing that I think, oh, I love that the Amish are such great quilters, because quilts really are an amazing work of art. So here is a quilt that my husband and I found in Wisconsin. And we almost bought it, but ended up not buying it. So what are some Amish handicrafts that you love the most, and do you have any in your home? Well, now we're going to change directions and talk about cake making with my daughter Nicole. Hi everybody, I'm here with my daughter Nicole, and she is an expert cake maker. She does all the birthday cakes in the family, and she's been paid to do cakes. We're making frosting. My other grandson from another daughter turns 1 tomorrow, and so she is making a basketball cake for him.
Do the layers. I put a layer of cake, and then I piped a little circle all the way around the outside of the cake. That's called a frosting dam, so that your filling will stay. This is a mint cookie cake. So we did a chocolate ganache with crushed mint cookies for our filling. So then I put that in. I did the next layer, piped my dam, filled it with ganache, next layer. And now I've put some orange frosting on to do my crumb coat, which is just gonna be a thin coat of frosting all the way around to trap in any cake crumbs, so that when I do pipe my basketball design, I don't have cake crumbs messing it up. So this turntable and this scraper are my 2 favorite things I use when I make cakes. So I'm just turning and making a really thin crumb coat. That doesn't mean anything other than trapping crumbs in, so you can still see the cake. It's not a thick coat at all, and that's just fine.
Okay, just so you know why there's lots of noise going on around here, we have a lot of kids in here, and it is so fun. Grandma, Grandpa, there's Ann, Derek, Graham. All right. And this is how Nicole does cakes. Woo! Amidst the chaos.
Amidst the chaos. So I'm going to use my scraper and some toothpicks just to mark where I want to pipe my black basketball lines. And then I'm just going to take these lines and continue them onto the sides of the cake, all the way down. Put this back in the fridge and fill my next piping bag with orange. And I have a star tip that I'm going to use to just pipe all the rest of the space with orange dots, so it's going to have that sort of basketball-y texture. You could use a really small star tip if you wanted. I want a bigger one. It takes less time, and I think it will look really fun.
that a beautiful cake? My daughter is so talented. So now we're going to switch gears, and I want to show you what me and my sister are working on right now. We are making a table runner for a giveaway for the Amish Christmas Miracles Facebook page. So if you are not a member of that group, please search Amish Christmas Miracles group and you will find us. Because next week, right before release day, we are going to give away this beautiful table runner. This table runner is going to have spelled out Merry Christmas in Pennsylvania Dutch, and my sister is making most of it, but I wanted to show you how we're going to do it. So the first part is I started by printing out letters, and you can see they're backwards because we're going to use some fusible interfacing. We call it Wonder Under, and this is how we get the letters onto the fabric and then onto the table runner. So what we do is, here's Wonder Under, and on the smooth side, we take it right here, and then we trace the letters that we want to use. And this works really great. I'm just going to go fast because I just want to show you how to do it. Okay, so once the letter is traced, and the reason it needs to be backwards is because we're going to iron it on the back side of some fabric. Okay, so now I've got this letter traced on, and I'm going to iron it so that the sticky side will stick onto the fabric. And you do it for about 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, so once you've ironed it, you can see that this is fused on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the letter using what I traced. And again, I'm going to do it rather quickly so that you can just see. Then once I have cut out this letter, we have a letter that we can put on fabric. You peel off the back and it's ready to go. We use this Wonder Under for so many quilts that me and my sisters make together. This is a wall hanging that we made for my sister, and the Wonder Under is amazing.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm Jennifer Beckstrand's sister. She has very carefully put a fusible web on the back of all of our letters and very carefully cut them out so we can make a table runner that says Merry Christmas in Pennsylvania Dutch. The next step is to adhere this letter permanently onto this white backing. So the first thing we have to do is take the paper backing off of the letter, and that's usually pretty easy to do. Much trouble. And you can feel that the back of the letter has got just a really light layer of glue on it. So I put the G back where it goes. I make sure it's sitting straight just the way I want it to sit. Now, just to hold it in place briefly while I get the other letters just the way I want them, I'll put, this is a hot iron, I'll put my iron on for 2 to 3 seconds just to hold it in place. And there's the G. As you can see, I have all of the letters temporarily ironed in place. Now, to permanently iron them in place, I'm going to use a press cloth, which is just a piece of cheesecloth. You can see through it. So I'll put it on top of my letters so I can see what I'm doing. My iron is on a linen cotton setting. It's hot. To permanently adhere these letters, always follow the directions of the fusible webbing that they're using, but mostly they will follow this same pattern. You will use hot heat and you will hold your iron in place for approximately 10 seconds. I'm also going to do a blanket stitch around every letter. So let me get these all ironed on and then I'll take you over to the sewing machine. Before I actually do a blanket stitch on the table runner itself, I want to practice first. So I made a sample. I cut out a G and an R and used the fusible webbing and adhered them to this piece of white fabric. And I experimented with some different thread colors. You can see I tried red and white and black and a green that exactly matched this fabric color. I think I like the green the best because I don't want the blanket stitch to be the focal point of these letters, but you can see what a difference just different thread colors make. I decided that an R was the least noticeable letter, and I finished it, so here it is. Looks pretty good, and that will never come off of this fabric. Merry Christmas!
Thank you, everybody. I had so much fun with these craft projects. Be sure to sign up for the Amish Christmas Miracles Facebook group so that you have a chance to win this very cool Christmas table runner. Hopefully, we will see you soon. And please be sure to check out Amish Christmas Miracles on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. It's 14 stories by 14 of your favorite Amish authors for only 99 cents.